Well, hello there, friends. It is so nice for you to join me. I appreciate you joining me, even though I'm not in the Crow. I know it's echoey. We're all getting used to a new environment here in the Crow apartment. Now, we are going to hopefully close on our house on this Thursday. So I'm hoping that we'll be able, sorry, I've got myself double sound here going, but there. So it's still going to be a while though before I'm going to be back into a more conducive environment to do this. For one thing, it has just been so hard not having all of my stuff here. It's just really limiting because I didn't realize how much of my retired items I use. I actually use them all the time. So every time I go to do a project with something new, it's like, oh yeah, that would go so good with that stamp set I don't have here. Dang, it's in the storage unit and I'm not going to get it. So anyway, we will do, today is gonna just be a free-for-all. I am gonna use Nature's Harvest as one set. Let's see if I got, oh good, I got it on right today. This is a set that will be available in the new catalog for you. If you are not a demonstrator yet, please join our team. It's a wonderful team. We have lots of fun. We do free projects every month together. It's online. I send you the kit, and it's lots of fun. And right now, if you join, you get a lot of free stuff. So this is a good time to do it. It's starting in August 4. You have also Celebration coming up then too. So Celebration, you get all. Hi Andy, it's good to see you. Thank you for joining me. I am here today. I'm hoping that I'll be able to keep a regular schedule. It's just been nuts having a house going and everything. It's like, wow, there's a lot of details. Even today I was all over the place, but I managed it, and Jeff is down at the pool swimming. So we'll see how long he lasts. I told him a couple of hours, and you know, he's not gonna last down there 2 hours, so we'll see. We'll just end it when he's done. Nature's Harvest is a really good one. If you don't have it yet, I'm really enjoying that one. This one is an old one from the new catalog that really did just come out this last month in July. I think, I don't know if we got to order it in June, I don't remember, but I feel like this one's been around for me for a while. I still don't think I've even used it yet, and I'm looking at my stamps. I think I might have used one or two. I know I've used the little word one, I think. Anyway, I like it a lot. Another one that I have out ready to go is this watercolor shapes. This is also one in the annual catalog. This is another really good, just general all-purpose stamp to have. And I've got it out because in Celebration this year, when it comes up, when Celebration is available for you, for every dollar, remember Celebration's gonna go August, September, and is that correct? I think so, August and September. And for every $50 purchase you make, you get to choose a free item. And this is one of the free items. This is Textures and Frames. This is gonna be a really nice set to go with this watercolor one, I think. So we might play with that today. I don't know what we're gonna get to for sure yet. We're just gonna see. We're gonna just play. Today's a play day. Another Celebration stamp is this Delicate Dahlias. I've heard it said dahlias, and I've heard it said dahlias, and I do not know the correct pronunciation, so if you would like to correct me, go ahead. But I am going to call it dahlias if I can remember to today. I have stamped with this. It is really a nice one. You're gonna like that one, and it is a photopolymer one. Another one that I'm loving is this Beauty of Tomorrow. Ooh, I really like the sentiment on this one. And the little bird, of course, is so, so cute. I'm always a sucker for birds. So those are all the stamp sets I have on my desk, and we're gonna see what we get to play with today. Jeff and I went to a park this last week. Was it the weekend? Oh, couldn't have been the weekend because there was nobody there. It was like giant, beautiful park, Lake Springfield. And it was giant. We saw deer and everything. For those of you who kind of keep track of what I'm doing, you saw the deer pictures on our page and how much fun we had. But I'm just, today I will admit it felt warm. I won't call it hot yet. It was 90, I don't know, 75 when we got up, 90 something later. It says it feels like 93 and it's 86, I think. But, and it could feel like 93. I suppose it's possible. There is humidity today. I'll admit that there's humidity today. It rained over the weekend, so it would have felt worse if it hadn't rained. I'm still waiting for the real hot humid. Haven't felt it yet. It's been pretty nice. I'd be fine out there working even in my yard. Now today I am going to use this. This is our, I don't know, this is like a painted one that's in the regular catalog. All of our DSP, that's our regular stuff, I believe it's on sale 15% off for just, I think it's through the end of August. So you've got some days for that, I think. Is that right, Andy? Or is the sale... Oh, you just ordered which set, Andy? Type it in. I showed so many, I'm not sure which set you just ordered. I'm curious. Anyway, I like this background side. This side's really pretty too. All of the painted pictures on all of the painted sides are really gorgeous. But, you know, after you've used a card or two with it, you get a little tired of that print. This background side, though, not getting tired of that. Now, I do want to show you a couple of things from our new catalog. So before I flip the camera down, I'm going to take the time to show it to you because I doubt if I'm going to have a chance to, I'm not going to be working with these yet. And I want you to see, so well, maybe I will put the camera down. You might see them better. Today, one other thing before I flip it down though. We are going to play with this cork. This is coming out. This is cork specialty paper. It's 12 by 12. You only get 2 pieces. And they're very thin. You're going to see how it works. But I don't know if you can see the spots. So you can kind of see through it somewhat. That's how thin it is. It's nice and paper thin. It's not, it's cardstock light, very light. About the heavy weight that normally our cardstock is. So it's going to be really easy to work with. And I want to use that on one of the backgrounds for the cards that we do today. So here we go. Let's see. The Meadow set. Are you talking about this Quiet Meadow one? Oh yes, this screams you all over, Andy. I'm sure that's the one. That is a really nice one. That little love stamp is really cute too, isn't it? Yeah, it's a good one. All right, so I am gonna flip this camera down and we're gonna work our way over and hopefully we will see if I can get it to not show my legs. It's always my goal every week. I'll see if I can get it to not show my legs. And to show this and not so bright that it's like, you know. So let's adjust. I've got to do light adjustment every week because I'm just not really, you know, just not really able to really get my lights set because I don't live here, okay? If I lived here, I could do some things, but I'm living here only temporarily. This is an apartment, folks, so I can't like start putting screws up in the ceiling and adjusting things like that. So we'll see how this works, and I'll take this away if I don't need it because I forgot all kinds of things again as usual. All right, so here we go. Let's take a look again at this cork because I want to take this out. There's only 2 pieces, so you do not get a lot of it. Oops, I accidentally took both pieces out, and I don't want to. It's really pretty. I just think this is going to be a really nice one. One of the things I was looking for when I was doing my little sweet stockings, the little kitty and puppy stocking sets for the Christmas thing, you know, holiday season, I wanted to get out my cowboy boot. I have a stamp that's a cowboy boot. You remember that Country Living stamp set with a guitar and the cowboy boot? Oh, it's in storage. I couldn't believe it was in storage. I think I looked for it. I don't think it's here with me. So every time I look for something and I realize it's not here, I think, I kick myself, literally, like, what were you thinking? You know you love that one. You use it all the time. The little puppy sticking his head out, or the kitty sticking their head out of that cowboy boot would be so cute. All right, but I'm not gonna get to it this season, I bet. This is called, this is going with the, it's called Whimsy and Wonder Designer Series paper, and it's going to be with a stamp set called Whimsical Trees, and I do like the stamp set a lot, but I am really liking this paper. I haven't even hardly used it at all yet for Christmas, But this, I know I've showed it to my teammates, but I'm showing it to you guys so that you can get excited about it too, because you are gonna want to order this right away. This is a Christmas paper in the catalog. It's gonna go super fast, I'm predicting. Now they have said they're going to keep supplies well stocked, but usually right now, and especially at this time with production lines, and look at that, that's like silver foiled trees. They're so pretty. Every side is gorgeous. Oh yeah, wine with those cork ones. Yes, Andy, those are gonna be really cute. Look at these packages. And these will be really easy to cut out. There's not, it's not in with a pattern, and it's pretty straight up and down. Those are gonna be easy to cut out. Because sometimes when they do packages and things, the background paper is so nice, the background with the gifts. I don't like to cut the gifts out because I kind of want to use the whole thing. But that one I'm not going to have a problem cutting apart. So that's the Whimsical Designer Series paper. You're going to really like that one. I think, though, my favorite one is this Peaceful Place. This, I think, goes with the cabin scenes. There's a cabin. I haven't gotten to it yet. It's actually my favorite set that I got from my Christmas order. Now this is something else, so don't even look at that. I've been mixing things with this paper, but I'm saving every scrap too because it's gorgeous. You're gonna love it. Look at that. The depth of the trees and the little, it's all silver foiled on this side. But the depth of the trees is what really struck me. There's this smoky slate and gray granite diamond pattern on there, and a very pastel-y, so it's nice. You can use that with anything. You could stamp on it too, and you could sponge it. You could do all kinds of things with it. When I saw this in the catalog, yeah, oh good. I'm glad you ordered that, Andy. You're gonna be really happy with it. I was thinking when I saw this in the catalog, I wasn't as impressed because it just looks like a lot of dark gray, you know, a lot of, oh, why would I do Christmas stuff with dark? I don't want it all to have a night scene, but when you see it, you're gonna be stunned. Now this page alone, oh, there's mountains right here. I don't know if you can see them, but you can see them quite clearly here with me. And then the trees, again, look painted on, like, you know, painted. So there's 4, so I'm gonna have to cut that in half because obviously I'm not gonna do many square cards, but I might have to just to not sacrifice. And I'm gonna turn this into a bag. These are gonna be bags because they're too pretty to mess up. I don't wanna cut it all up. They're really pretty, so there you go. And then this, oh boy, look at that. Again, foil, rainbow, and there are the cabins. Very pretty. And then this one is trees. So there you go. You get 2 of all of these patterns, and they are magnificent. So you'll want to get that for sure. If I was at home, you know, if I had my house, I guess is what I'm saying, and had my storage back with me, I would have ordered 2 of these packs for sure, and an extra, you know, just to have it for later as well, because too nice. All right, so for my colors today, I went over and I got some soft succulent. Now there's the soft succulent, balmy blue. Now these are not going together. They're gonna be all separate. Rich raspberry, crumb cake, and gray granite. And then I have my white on the side. I forgot to get out my embossing folders because with stuff like this, you just gotta emboss. But first of all, we're gonna just play a little bit, okay? Let's just play and see what happens. Because sometimes when you get cards, you know, you just don't know what to do with them. And they're fun and they look really cool, but you're looking at it thinking, I love it, it's beautiful. I don't know what to do with it. Now, I already know what I want to do with this. That one is a very pretty stamp. It does have a die, so I can cut it out if I mess it up and don't really want, but it's actually really pretty just on your card without doing anything. But these cutouts are really nice too. The other reason that I got out this one, though, is because this one has a, this to me, oh no, not that one. This one, I don't know what that one is, but this one is a cornflower, bachelor's buttons, and that's why we have our balmy blue out. So anyhow, let's go. Let's go, go, go. First of all, we're gonna start with this stamp, and we're gonna stamp that in soft suede. This is just white cardstock. And anyway, let's do, I could do it on vanilla. Let's go ahead and grab out some very vanilla. I think I'm feeling a little vanilla-ish here. If I can grab my paper out, let's grab that out. And we'll do it with vanilla. I don't use that as often, but I do really like it. It's nice. And I do especially like it when I'm using soft suede. It's a really good soft suede color. All right, so first of all, let me move all my extras around. I've already got soft suede on my hands. Every time I get out my inks, I went through all of them and I wiped them all down because I was sick and tired of transferring ink all the time from my hand to my paper accidentally, and it was just because they were all messy. So I wiped them down, but the thing is I've re-inked these, so there's ink all around the edges. So every time I open them, it doesn't matter, I get it inked, I get those fingers inked, and then I transfer it to the case again when I should. It doesn't matter if I'm using an old case like this or one of the new cases, doesn't matter. I'm still doing it. Oh, you ordered that too. Good for you, Andy. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna just stamp. Let's see if I can get us up just a bit higher so you can see what's going on here. So I'm gonna just put this on here like this. Okay, very cute. Now, doesn't that look good already? When you see it stamp, it's like, oh my goodness. This is why you need to get people who haven't stamped with you to just come and stamp with you. Because when they see how easy it is to just make something really gorgeous with just one color of ink and one plop down on the page, you got them sold. You've got them sold, I'm telling you. And this is a good time to get them sold because they'll get a really good deal when they order their starter kit, and then they will keep ordering because they will want more stuff and they'll get discounts and they'll just be thrilled. So we're gonna cut this size. I have handy a little skinny one. This is a 7-inch long piece with 3.5-inch score line, and then 8 inches this direction. Okay, so that one's ready to go, and this is gonna go on that probably. Maybe not though. I don't know, we'll think about it. I'm gonna set this aside. We're gonna get to that in a minute. I'm not done with the playing. Gotta go to the playing part first. So I'm liking that, that's gonna be good. I wanna see how this background stamp. This one's got quite a bit of ink space on it, doesn't it? So you're gonna wanna use a really light hand with it. You don't wanna be plopping a whole lot of ink on your card with this one. And I don't know about the colors, so let's go back with white. Okay, so we've got our white out here. Maybe I should move my extra things away so that I don't have so much stuff here that I can't even work. Okay. All right, now I tried this before and it is really super heavy. All right, and my colors are gonna be, I'm gonna do that, I do think that I'm going to use that watercolor background for the cornflower, and I think we'll try this with that daisy again, all right? It's a pretty small background piece, But that just means I can get a bunch of colors in it. So if we're gonna do it with a daisy, let's call it, instead of a daisy, let's call it a coneflower. We'll call it one of the new hybrid coneflowers, because we actually do have some really cool hybrid coneflowers that will go well with, I'm trying to find the ink back here on the, we've got Not Poppy Parade. I'm looking for Rich Razzleberry, but I'm not finding you. Where are you? Maybe this is what you are. I have the French one on this side. So Fruit de Bois doesn't tell me anything. It's actually Rich Razzleberry. So we're gonna do that. Rich Razzleberry. If we just stick with that first of all, and then I'll see what color I want to put with that, okay? I successfully opened that. That was one of the messier ones, so I really tried to clean it up. All right, here we go. So we'll start out here on the side. Ooh, that's dark. We're gonna do another there. And now we'll put a few of these on here. Now we're gonna have to re-ink again, but boy, I'm stamping off 3 times on that guy, because whew, it's a strong color, Rich Razzleberry. All right, we're gonna just do that much. Let's put a little bit there, maybe a little there. Yeah, that's gonna be good. And then these background stamps are really nice, again, also to use with your, here, let me put my cleaning pad over here. Your beginner, because you cannot go wrong with them. People will think that they're a little scary to use, and then once they've used it, they're gonna realize how super easy it is to do. You see, I've got my computer here. I don't have my setup. Normally my computer's like right in front of me off camera, where I can, and up, so I can see your comments. And, oh, I don't wanna take that off. We're gonna keep using that, just not that color. So we're gonna go with, how about our succulent one? Sweet, sweet, sweet. Where are you? I've got mint macaron, and that would work because it's close, but we'll go with soft. It's not sweet, it's soft succulent. I'm not really familiar with my colors too much yet. I've got to practice that. All right, we're gonna stamp off with this too. Ooh, so dark. That second generation's not too bad, but we're definitely gonna want 3rd, 4th, 5th. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I'm going to go a little into our Rich Razzleberry too. Right over it. I want a little more green on this. Okay, there we go. Nice, nice, nice. All right, I think that's all I'm gonna do with this background one. I want something else with that. I think I want something else with our 3rd color. We're gonna do a 3rd one, and I don't wanna use this same pattern again. So this is why it's kinda nice to have a variety of sets with Quiet Meadow. That dotted is really nice, right? Okay, so let's grab that out. There is a little dot splotch on Beauty of Tomorrow, and that one's a nice finisher. And then the words are pretty good too, but I think we'll skip the words this time. We'll just do, oh, this little tea bag die, and this, oh, this one. This is like the one we had in our stitched labels set. Do you remember that? And I was so mad when they put that stitched labels out, because that is one of my most favorite dies. So I'm so glad that that one is back in this set. Quiet Meadow. Very nice. All right, let's do a little crumb cake. Crumb cake, or no, let's go with gray granite. Gray granite. Where are you? There you are. All right, here we go. Off. Oh yeah, one stamped off, that's perfect. One thing about watching someone else do that, it's like, dude, there, no, not there, there, no, not there. Like, oh, you just ruined it. Oh, well. When you're doing it yourself, it's fine, it's fine. But when someone else is doing it, you're thinking, no, that was just one too many, one too many. All right, that's almost perfect. I'm still seeing some vanilla here, or white, or whatever the background is I've got. I guess it's white that I want to cover. But I think we're going to use something else. So here we go. We're going to do, this has words too, and these are more nonsensical. Let's see. We've got color, shapes, breathtaking, glowing in garden, roadsides, wildflower, grows under, spontaneously is almost seen. You can not quite make that word out, but close to it. If you were good at the Wheel of Fortune, you would know what you are reading there, because you've learned to see things without seeing all the letters. I thought I had another set that had like partial. Where are you? Partial words. I guess I'm mistaken. Okay, never mind then. Never mind. We will use this one. Let's get those words out. We're not going to do it all over the whole card, just partial. Grab another block. And, all right, so this time, let's go ahead with our gray granite again, and we'll just do full strength, because otherwise they'll never even see any words at all. Okay, there. This way I'm just getting rid of some of my blank space, just some. I want to leave a good amount because I still want my sentiment on here. I'm going to stamp that one off, and we'll put you, oh, maybe right there. I probably won't even see that, but just in case, let's stamp off and put one there. All right, there we go. All right, now because I put those words on, I have established my directionality on this, so I hope I liked it, because I've established it now. Pretty hard to go, you know, horizontal landscape after I put the words on portrait, direction, up and down. Oh, okay, thank you, Andy, sure. There you go. I hope you can see that. What do you think? Okay, now what we're going to do though, now that we've got that, we'll just keep it there. That's probably not too bad. You probably don't need to see everything else that's going out on the side. We want to, with this one, I really wanted to use this die, because this one screams coneflower, doesn't it? It has its little droopy petals. So for the coneflower, I'm gonna have to put the camera up, because I kind of need to bring that, I need to bring my cutting board over. All right, so here we go. Let me go grab it. I could aim you at where my cutting thing is, but it's kind of awkward doing that, so we'll just do this instead. Oops, I almost fell down. Now we're gonna need to cut this a few times actually. I'm going to do a brown center here. We're going to put the coneflower on there, and we want green for the leaves. So what we'll do is, I think we're going to use our handy dandy cork. Our cork is going to be we're going to see how well it cuts out, because that's what we're going to use for our center. I don't want to use a whole lot of my cork, so I'm going to just cut a tiny piece away. And that's going to be the little piece I'm going to use for my center. And this rich razzleberry is going to be the little flower petal. Okay, so I'm going to just lay my die on there, because I'm going to just cut the whole thing out with rich razzleberry. You did hear it fall on the floor, yes. And then I'm gonna need that one, aren't gonna need that one, but we do need some soft succulent. Now, I probably have a soft succulent scrap in there somewhere. And if I had really been able to get my act together, I would have had it all ready to go. But, you know, here's the deal with apartment living. Jeff and I are like right on top of each other all over the place. I don't mean that we're doing anything weird. I'm just saying I don't have time to do anything, because he is involved with whatever I do at every minute of the day, and I just don't have 1 minute to myself at all. I need 2 plates. Why do I? Oh, I have 2 plates there. Okay, so we're gonna start with this. And you know what? I am just thinking we can probably cut 2. This is so thin. I'm thinking we can cut 2 of those at a time here, like this. All right, so here we go. Anyhow, so, you know, we're all of us just gonna make do for now. He's making do. The thing about these is you can see now, you can't so much with my cork piece. Let me pull you off. You might not be able to under the cork. Oh yes, you can. Can you see the veinings? You can see the actual petals. Now because I put the cork on top, you can actually also see the cork impression. That's pretty good, but it doesn't really matter because the green is gonna just be for the leaves anyway, and you can see those little leaf veins. Now someone said that they weren't getting those impressions with their dyes, but you should be. So if you have this set or you are getting it and you don't have these impressions, then you need to have them replace it so that you can get them, because it's definitely worth it. You want those impressions, and all of these pieces, I believe all of them have some little impressions in. Hi Jewel, thank you for joining us. So nice of you. And Barb, it's nice to see you. I'm not sure if you're still with us, but it's nice to see you. I'm throwing it down just to get it out. All right, there you go. Now can you see those impressions? All the little dots and everything, so cute. All right, so we're gonna just be using the cone part with that cork there, and I'll cut away all the extra stuff, but this is just basically how you can build your flower. All right, let me get this out of the way. Save these pieces. You can trim this, and you can, you know, cut straight lines, maybe with a die, and get little curlicues or something on the side. And that also looks nice as a card. Because you could, you could do all kinds of things with that, right? I mean, my brain's just going all over the place with all that. You can sponge under it. You could do these words under it. You could just do all kinds of cool things with those. I did do one card using my scraps. Every time I make scraps, I can't throw them away. Don't throw them away, because you can always make something really cool from it. All right, that doesn't go to that. That goes to something. Where are you? There you are. There you go, Nature's Harvest. That's where you go. All right, now Nature's Harvest does have this die too. Let's just peek here really quick before I put things away and my brain gets sidetracked. I want to see. No, you're not a perfect fit. It's close. It's very close. You might be able to use that. There's no stitching on this die, but this one has stitching. So I just thought I would check that really quickly while I was right there. All right. Do you guys like how the new photopolymer stamps just stick right to the case? Are you doing that? I'm such a creature of habit. I still am not even doing that, even though I do think it's probably brilliant. I'm not doing it yet. Maybe I will. I'm afraid I'm going to think I've lost pieces, even though I haven't lost them. They're just stuck to the case. And I don't even know if I've done this, this set yet on camera. I am just so flying by the seat of my pants because I don't know what's going on ever. Because Jeff's home all the time. I don't have time to think. And right now I'm planning a kitchen. Today I went down and looked at the cabinets. Thankfully, they're pretty much the same as the last time I got kitchen cabinets. So that was fortunate. Let's see, we're gonna cut this one down to 4 1/4, or 5 1/4. And let's cut this side to 4 inches. Let's do some of it here. Some of it here, 4 inches. All right, and now let's check my flower. And make sure it's not too big. Good, good, good. It's not. Perfect. All right, now I'm going to lower the camera so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. But hold on, let me get the rest of our background pieces going. We are going to need a scrap of this soft succulent. Now let's see where we want you to be here. I don't want you to be too far away or too close. And you're gonna see my legs probably no matter what I do. We're gonna go 4 1/8. Actually, before I cut the mat, I kind of like to lay it on there and see which one, because I'm gonna have 2 mats. I'm gonna have the rich razzleberry and this mat, and we might even possibly make the card a little bigger and put gray granite in there too. We'll just see as we go what we like. Okay, and then of course we'll have a label in here. But isn't that cute just all on its own? Let's build our little flower. We want to have our green is going to be on the bottom. So let me grab some snips. So how is your weather feeling, you guys? Ours is feeling great. I know it's been hot. I saw it was going to be hot. At least you can keep telling yourself at least it's dry heat, right? You can tell yourself that. And I can't. I cannot say it's dry heat. But actually we have today not so much of a breeze. Oh, it was nice having that storm come through because there was a really good storm bringing some nice fresh breeze along. Uh-oh, there you are. All right, we'll stick you right. Oh, thank you for sharing, Jewel. I appreciate it. I always forget to tell people, please share. I do appreciate that very much. Now, I don't really want to see my green. If my green is showing, it can show up here at the top because, of course, my little cork is going to cover that. So we'll take this. We're going to just kind of, you know, I actually have, let's do this. Do I have, yes, serrated. You probably also have some scissors like this in your stash. Some little serrated edged things can kind of give you a little bit of a, not quite such a straight line. And random enough too. And I'm making it almost a circle just to start with so that I can position it the way I want it. So there we go. So now I can see, okay, that's good. I can take some of that bottom off. That's gonna be good. Oh, lots of rain, Jewel. Hope there's no flooding. Every time it rains here, it's like, ooh, I hope there's no flooding because we're new. So I really don't know how much rain it'll take to really flood things. It wouldn't flood anywhere near me, I'm sure, but still, again, when you're new, you don't know, do you? 3 digits, Andy, no way. You gotta be kidding. I thought you were at least down into the 90s. I thought I saw it was like 93 or 96, that was it. It was maybe it was 96. When Jeff first opened it this morning, you were exactly the same temperature. You were at 86. When he opened it, but that was probably when you guys, it was probably 6 in the morning and it was 8 o'clock here. Now I'm not sure which, I think I have it on the wrong, I think I should have turned it the other way, but that's okay. I'm gonna just keep it the way I've got it. All right, there's my little cork top. It's kind of cute. All right, there we go. And if you don't want it just as that, then you can take your little pen, because in the actual coneflower world, any of those kinds of, you know, seedy toppers, if I had my marker handy, I would grab it, but I don't. So I'm just gonna grab my light cinnamon cider, and you can put little dots on there if you want to, you know, make it look more like a seed thing. You could do that. I think it was fine without even doing that. What do you think? I don't know if you can see it. with my poor lighting system going here. All right. Still, I just like the texture. Oh, Waterfallies weekend. Yay. It's nice that it's finished. So everything went well, I assume, hopefully. You know, one thing that's missing is we have got that Encircled with Friendship die that has a doily in it, and a doily would look really cute here too, wouldn't it? It would, but I think out of time we're gonna just leave it. Now, anytime I do texturing and words like this, you have to emboss it. It's a rule. It has to be embossed with something that gives you can see texture here, but I want to feel it, right? Are you guys like that too? Do you like to be able to, are you tactile? I guess that's it. The word is tactile. So let's see what we've got in. I did bring every single embossing folder that I've ever purchased along. So it's a big group to feel through, but I know what one is my favorite right now, and it is that textured. It actually has textured in the word, or in the, you know, there is another one too though that's cool. It's this time-worn type one. Let's do that. That one is so cool. Right. I think golf is really big here. I've seen people on the courses every time we go by, but not as many as at home. In the Tri-Cities, I think golfing is a lot bigger of a deal. And the other thing about Springfield that's been different is that our people drive pretty freely and fast. And there are no shoulders on the road almost anywhere. Where there is a shoulder and it says bike lane, at your own risk, I won't be riding my bike in it. It's not the most bike friendly on the road, but there's so many trails. And Jeff and I found a really great trail. Oops, did I do it upside down? I think I did. I did it upside down. The great thing about it is you can just turn it over and do it again. I did it upside down. All right. Where the new house is, there, the big trail that goes to the park, it's very near there, and I'm so looking forward to being able to bike to it because I've been riding, you know, driving to it, which is fine. Now look at that. That just makes those words really pop out too, doesn't it? That is gorgeous. Now, once you get the, oops, sorry about that, the matte with it, it just is gonna look so much better. Oh man, it's noisy. Now, while I was there and I had that out, I should have embossed my other one too, because I'm gonna want to do that as well, but oh well. All right, so now we're gonna see which color matte do we want first, which one's the stronger. Well, let's see, this one's a really strong one, so I'm thinking this one's gonna go underneath there, and then the green is gonna be on top of that, yeah. You don't want to do this one, and then the green. You could, and it would look nice. But I'd need to do a really small margin if I did that, because that is a strong, strong color. So we'll do soft suede. And remember what my dimensions were, and I'm trying to go for basically your standard size 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 size. Oh, hi, Aunt Connie. What are you guys doing? Have you guys had good, you know, good Monday? Today's when I went down to the kitchen place and the lady was saying this is definitely a Monday because, okay, now let's just check here. I think I know what I cut it at. I think I cut it at 4 inches. I did, but it looks just a hair over that. So let's cut it. Let's make sure. No, that's pretty good. Pretty good. All right, so we'll go 4 1/8. All right, 4 1/8, and we're gonna go 5. Should we do 5 1/4? Let's start with 5 1/4, and then if I need to make it a tiny bit smaller, I will. Ooh, glad I didn't make it any. I'm gonna have to shorten up my card. What did I do? 5 1/4. Yeah, I should have made it a little longer. Let's do it again. Okay, 4 1/4. I'm gonna do just a little 4 1/4. All right. Wow, that's not leaving me with much there. 4 1/4. Oh, I'm doing 4 1/8, not 4 1/4. Let's look, but that's still, I'm gonna have to trim that because I don't want it to be any smaller than that. So let's just take a little off the side. Ah, yeah, it has been I'm glad you are having a great day too. It's been really good. When I went down to the lady though who was doing our cabinet, she was like, oh, it's definitely a Monday. And there was a guy in there who was complaining really loudly, interrupted her with some other customer. This is before I got, it was, you know, my appointment was a little late starting, that's okay. About how you couldn't just walk in and buy a counter. He was shocked he couldn't do that. I was like, well, I'm not too shocked. 'Cause these days, right now, the way materials are so slow in getting anywhere, you're just gonna be lucky if it gets to you on time. All right, that's the right size that I want, but let's make sure that I get it the right size this way. And this is not an even cut, I don't think, on this side. So let's even that out. And now we're gonna go. I went 5 1/4, but I should have gone 5 3/8. All right, now let's try. Oh, much better. Perfect. All right, now I'm gonna have to make my card just a tiny bit on the big side. So instead of 4 1/4, we're gonna go 4 3/8. 4 3/8. Try that. And 5 let's go a little more than a half. We'll go 5/8. All right, let's see now. That's too big. Then better to trim it down than to have it. Yeah, that was way too big, but we're gonna leave it that way for now. I didn't want to have you having to wait for me while I cut tons and tons of pieces here. All right. As usual, it's always taking longer to do these things than I expect. Now, once you have it here, you want to discuss with yourself if you want a ribbon, because before you start gluing everything on, you've got to get your ribbon going. Now, we do have, I think we have a nice, soft, succulent ribbon. Let me see. Check it out. See if I see one. Not good. I'm not seeing it right off the top of my head. Yeah, I was pretty sure we had one, but where is it? I'm not seeing it. Okay, I am coming back, don't worry, I haven't completely abandoned you. I was just looking at my ribbons, seeing if I could find one. We do have, that is soft succulent. It's kind of got a turquoise-ish, you know, olive one. There's also this one. This is a real pretty one. We're going to use this one, this little lace. This one's going to just go straight underneath, huh? So since that's what it's doing, we're going to make sure our words are going the right direction. They are. And then we'll just tape this here on the back. This is a regular crocheted ribbon, so you know it does add some bulk to your card a little bit. It can make it a little bit difficult to fasten it on there, but I'm going to just put some tape on there initially just to get it down and to stop raveling. Okay, and then you could put dimensionals if you wanted to, but I am not going to do that. I'm just going to glue it down and hope that it stays, and it will. This glue is really good. It'll hold it really well. just want to use just enough, not too much. If you get too much on the edge, it's going to seep out around the sides and get your fingers all sticky. I don't want to do that. So anyway, while I've been riding my bike around, I haven't done a lot because the little neighborhood next to me that is safe for me to ride on, and it's beautiful, really nice neighborhood. It's not very big. You know, it's bordered by some pretty busy roads that I could not ride on. So I think I'm gonna just have to use the sidewalk. It's in the Northwest. Part of the deal with environmentalism has been that people have decided that if you're riding a bike, you get preferential treatment on the road, which is nice when you're a biker, because then you can pretty much ride anywhere you want to and not worry about you know, cars going 55 next to you in a 40-mile-per-hour zone, because that's kind of what they do here. And so I'm a little scared to ride on bike on places where, I know I was gonna make that shorter, and I kind of have to because my card, I do have one card that's pretty big. No, I don't want to use that one though. I'm gonna go ahead and trim it down because I want to just use this base. Let's see. There'll be enough of a border, I can do it. All right, so let's go ahead and trim that down to the right size. We've got 4 1/4, just a smidgen bigger, just to make sure that I don't show any white, and 5 1/2, just a smidgen bigger, but that doesn't seem like that's gonna. We watched It's a Mad World a couple of nights ago, you guys. You went sailing right out there. It's just I think the way that Springfield drivers are driving made Jeff think that he wanted to see it. Because it can be pretty rush out there. They're pretty good at getting things going and getting along. I don't know if there's a policeman shortage, or well, I think there is actually everywhere right now, and we all know why. But so I'm not sure if they just don't patrol speed stuff all that much here, or if they just, you know, don't care that much about it as long as you're not impeding anyone. I could have made that a bit bigger, because there's a little white edge there. I'll have to cut that away. All right, so I've got that on there. We're gonna put this on here, and this one will be not quite done, but getting there almost. I probably have already used this set and not even remembered that I did. Got to get our lawn care scheduled, because the lawn at this new house is like super long, and there's some pretty tremendous weeds growing in the little garden bed that's right by the house, and those plants are going. I'm not gonna have plants by the house. That's definitely something I've decided I don't want. All right, now we need our sentiment, not in very vanilla. We need it in white. We'll just take this little scrap where I cut things away. Let's do, I could do good luck, but I'm not going to. Let's do, I'm using a bunch of thank yous right now. So let's see. Some people are, I really like this one. Some people are just likable. You're one of those people. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, I've got a little bird all ready to go. We could stick the little bird on there too, right? That is in soft suede. I just did a few extras and threw them in there. So I'd have them on. This is split into 2. Some people are just likable. You're one of those people, which is handy so that you can do 2 different colored inks. So decide which one you want to stand out more. We're going to do soft succulent with the top one, and because the font's a little bigger, so we can do this lighter color with that one. And then we'll use the rich raspberry with the one that has slightly smaller font. Jeff and I still need to get our licenses done. I'm not really sure how quick that's gonna be. Somebody just said they were down at the Missouri driver's licensing place and waited a long time, so I was, oh, I'm not excited about that. But I gotta get that done. Have to get some lawn care people lined up to get that lawn taken care of so the neighbors don't think we're a bunch of bums moving in. And our kitchen cabinets hopefully will get ordered tomorrow or the next day, hopefully. And pray for that to be good and go well, because kitchen stuff sometimes doesn't, as we remember from the last go round. At least I won't be living in the house, huh? That will help a great deal, because I got my nice little kitchenette here. This is not going to be long enough. Oh, I'm so sad, because I really like that one, but that one's not long enough. So I'm going to have to go walk over here to my die collection, and we'll grab out, oh, what'll we grab out? I've been doing a lot of Hippo and Friends, but I think that will be too big. Let's just go with the one I always go with, which, if I can find it, is my stitched rectangles. Where are you? There's Stitched So Sweetly. That one might work. Let's grab that one. Stitched So Sweetly. Let's see. I don't know. I think that's going to be too fat. Yeah, that one's going to be way too fat. I don't want to cover up. That might not be. Oh, that one's not long enough. I would have to use one of these big ones. And you can cut them a couple of times and get it exactly the size you want. But for time, time factor here, I don't want to be taking too much time. Where are you? Oh, Tasteful Labels. This is perfect. Now, sometimes the size I want is not stitched. See, that one isn't even long enough. That one, I don't want to use that. I might have to. I don't want to. Let's look at you. Oh, you're still too short. Stitched rectangles. Where are you? You're hiding from me here somewhere. There you go. Okay, stitched rectangles. That's the one. This is the one that gets used the most. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to just pull that on the side and do this over here really quick, so we can get finished and get out of here. So when Jeff is done with the pool, he can just come on back and enjoy a nice air-conditioned environment. Jeff walked down to the coffee shop this morning. He walked himself down there, and then he said, because it was warmer here, he said when he got inside the coffee shop there, it was like super frigid cold. It was like, woo, like stepping into a freezer when he went from the outside air to the inside the coffee. They know him well enough now that they're not calling him Jeffrey anymore all the time, because that's what's on our credit card. So if I was doing it, I'd be Catherine, I am. They don't know we're not Jeffrey and Catherine. We went to a really good church this last Sunday. It was a little more Pentecostal than we're used to, but we enjoyed it. It was fun. All right, let's put you somehow here. I don't want to cover up all of my words, and I don't want to cover up my stem. I want some of the stem showing, so we're just going to have to move that flower over to where I want it. Because I kind of want you. You're not going where I want you. We might have to cover up more of the flower than I wanted to. We are. We're going to have to cover up more of it. We'll tuck in some of the because I've got layers, so we can squeeze our label in between here, in between our rich razzleberry and our soft succulent. So I'm squeezing that in there. a little bit, if I can. There we go. You could elongate it probably too, if you had to. Okay, I'm not sure that's gonna work, but we're gonna make it work. All right, that's close, that's close. We're gonna do that. Okay, so all I need are my dimensionals. We've got some nice new dots. Now these are in the new catalog coming out, I believe. These are matte decorative dots. They are very nice, but I really like these metallic ones. Those are really pretty. The only reason I'm telling you about that is because they were right on top of my dimensionals. All right, let's see here. These are all minis. Come on, I don't need the minis. Okay, we're gonna have to use my leftover black ones there. All right, we'll put one. We'll put them on the label itself, and then I'm gonna have to turn it over to adjust that stem to get it exactly right before I stick that on there, because I don't want that leaf covering stuff up. I guess I can put people there. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Like that. Will that fit, maybe? I think it will. I think that'll work. We'll make it work. We're gonna lift that one up and slide you over a bit, and then stick another one right on there. All right, now I can use my mini dimensionals on the flower. Let's stick one there, big one, put a big one there, but we'll need those minis for this one. Jeff and I found, we went and it was his birthday, so we went to Galloway Grill, it's called. And, oh man, I'm serious. We really were wishing in the Tri-Cities we had a world's best burger, because Jeff grew up eating those in California. And world's best burger, I'm telling you, was, until now, the best burger I've ever had. Even better than Miners in the Tri-Cities, you know, in Yakima. And better even, although it was, I don't know, I never tried a bacon one there. So in Coeur d'Alene, they have a burger place. I forget the name of it. It's just like a hole-in-the-wall kind of restaurant downtown in Coeur d'Alene. But oh man, the burgers there are the best. So, you know, it's been a long time, and I never had a bacon burger, but the bacon burger at this Galloway Grill is fabulous. Oh, so good. I gained 4 pounds that weekend over his birthday. Can you believe it? 4 pounds. I was so disgusted the next day. And so I told Jeff, I'm sorry, but I can't be going to Brahms now for a month, and I can't go out and eat anymore for a month either. So, which is fine, because this house is going to close, and we're going to be busy cleaning up in the yard while other people do the other parts. Cute, isn't it? What do you think? Very cute. It just needs some little spots, and there's always little spots. I've got little spots of color that I can put on. Like I've got a bajillion. Is that a word? Of these dots all over the place. They stick to my feet. They stick to my... There's only a few left on this one, so I'd kind of like to... Let's use these guys up. The black one lost its stickiness. Just gonna try to use up my... actually, I had only put 2 on there. If I put more, it's gonna look goofy. So we're gonna leave that. All right, very good, very good. We're gonna leave it as that. Isn't that cute? All right, I think it's been 1 hour. I hate to keep people longer than 1 hour, so I think we are gonna call it good. I did not get to all the parts of the stamps though that I wanted to do. So before I go, let's play one last playtime, because I promised we were gonna play. And I really didn't do it. You know, these are sticking to my hands beautifully now. They wouldn't stick to the little card they were supposed to be staying on, but now they're sticking really good. And I see one on the floor down there too. Now, I did want to play with, Oh, the delicate dahlias. Want to show you that one. These really quick. I think I maybe did the watercolor shapes already on something. So let's just not do watercolor shapes. Let's look at textures and frames. Again, this one, if you spend $50, you're going to get a free stamp set, and it could be this. This is actually going to be a stamp set that would be really nice to use with any sentiments. You can use this to do your the background color. Let's try the color I'm going to actually be using. Let's do Balmy Blue. Okay, let's just see what we get here. Now, a lot of our photopolymers are bubbling. You can see these bubbles. But if you're stamping off, it's not going to be quite such a big deal. But you can see it, and see it didn't quite go there either. But the other thing you can do to solve that problem, see, that looks a little better. You can still see some of the bubbling. That doesn't really bother me. I think some people are more easily annoyed by things than I am. You can take a little sponge mat. You can even take your catalog, all right, just to give it some give, and you'll get a little bit better mixture. Look at that. I don't know if it was on, oh, look what I did. I set my stamp here, and it actually picked up some of that rich raspberry ink that had been there for an hour, transferred it. Isn't that interesting? So now I have a little bit of rich raspberry in here. So we better make sure we've gotten that out. Good, I think it's out now. Oh, that's pretty. Let's take the little ring piece, and we'll just do a solid with that. There you go. And then you can do your sentiments in there. Oh, so cute. Lots of things you can do. I think with this textures and frames, the splotch is nice, but these stripes, let's see what those look like. What do you think? Oh, thank you, Andy. The card was fun to do. I enjoyed it, and it turned, you can't go wrong with a little flower and texture and lace. You can't go wrong with that. All right, so now see, you can just stick them right on here, and then you don't have to be messing with this card thing. But I don't know. That's a whole new ball of wax for me to do that. Ooh, I like those stripes. I'm gonna like that. What do you think? Yeah, see, they don't flop around. I think maybe I won't lose my stamps so much if I do that. And then if you do stick your stamps right on the case like this, you have a handy window piece that you can use. Thick one and a thin one. I don't know why you would want them, but you might. Like if you were putting plastic window in your card, you could use that piece. All right, let's try the Delicate Dahlia. Or Dahlia, excuse me, Delicate Dahlia. This is really pretty. Now you have two of them. So we'll get the solid color going. Have you tried this yet, Andy? This Delicate Dahlia. Dahlia, no, not Dahlia. Dahlia. Ah, I bet you haven't tried it yet. But I think you're gonna like it. I'm gonna turn my card over. And let's see, what's your favorite Dahlia color? Mine is, oh, where are you? Calypso Coral, or don't see you. There you are. Okay, here's Flirty Flamingo. Calypso Coral would be good too. We're going with Flirty Flamingo. And you can see already that there's a lot of it's a distinctive ink. You've got all of that detail. Look at that. Pretty nice. Let's do a second generation. Very light, nice. So you could do that as a background. If I had done that as a background on this, that would have looked nice. All right, let's do the outline and see what we get. You could do it either way. You could start with the outline and then fill it with this, or you could leave it like this. You're not gonna need the outline, but I just wanna see how it looks. I've only stamped this set one time, and I was amazed because the photopolymers, I didn't know they were doing the, you know, distinctive stamps with photopolymers. I thought they were just doing it with the clean ones. Okay, this is rich raspberry. Let's see if we can line this up. All right. There. Ooh, pretty close. Isn't that cute? Oh boy, I love it. Very cute. Of course, I used rich raspberry, so now even if I got my stamp cleaner out, it's pretty much pink. From now on, that's the way it is. That is a very messy ink, but I love it. It's really a pretty one. It's a really good dark contrasting pink with any of our pinks. Goes good with any of them. All right, I'll stick you right on there. Now you see, you do have two spots, so this is the outline one, and the other one goes there. Just stick them there for now. I'm still out on whether I'm doing that. Thank you, Andy. It looks like ones that used to be in my yard. They're not there anymore. And now the house we're moving into has this giant canna, and it's not flowering, and I don't know if it will, because I bet they didn't even fertilize it, but it might, who knows. And it doesn't really matter because I'm not very fond of cannas. It's huge, and it is one of the variegated ones, so it has a really nice leaf, like a tropical looking leaf. And it is a strongly variegated one, nice orange. I mean, yeah, some orange, but mostly a little bit of a yellow, gold, and green, and it's nice. So Jeff really likes it because he likes flashy things, you know. So he's gonna really like it, and I will keep it, and we will move it to a better spot in the yard, like next week. It's going, and it's so strong. It's growing so strongly that I know it's going to transfer itself over very, very nicely. Now I'm going to take, I think I'm going to take some of this, oh boy, maybe some purple, fresh freesia. That'll be good. We'll take a little bit of this fresh freesia, the light one. And where I kind of messed up there, we're gonna just put a bit of that in there. So you can take if you don't really like the color you got, you can always add a little bit in there. I'll bet you can't even tell I added. But I you know, where there was white, I could leave it because it kind of is a nice highlight too, but you could do that with it anyway. It's a nice flower, all on its own. And the leaves were really distinctive flower too. It doesn't say distinctive, but it is. It says two-step, but it's actually a distinctive ink pad. All right, so let's see if there's anything else before I go. Did not get to the coneflower. That's too bad. These are so pretty. And I didn't get to this card either. I wanted to finish this one out. We did this one, but what I need here is, I need more time. I need more time because I want to put that one on my long skinny one with a sentiment, and I want to do some stuff on that. So we're going to have to just see that one in the future because I'm not going to take another 15, 20 minutes to do that. All right. Thank you so much for watching with me and doing my cards. I really do appreciate it. Hope you join me again next week. This is the time. Hopefully I'll be on schedule a little bit better. As time goes, things should slow down a bit, but it's just not gonna yet. I think that's it. So you have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you again. See you later. Bye.